Hello guys, my name is the Silent Sheepdog. Today, we're gonna have a snack talk. This is labeled as a rant. It's not a rant in the typical sense of like a rant, but more like a coffee talk about a certain topic that I'm passionate about. That qualifies as a rant, right? Today's snack of choice, not sponsored by the way, is Tostitos. This better not get on my shirt, I swear. I always spill something on myself. I'm like a toddler. So for my sake, and the sake of conversation, would you focus? This camera. Now it's in focus, of course. I have to sit all the way back, and I'm a front sitter. I lean forward. But today's snack is Tostitos with Tostitos. And what else was I gonna say? Yes. I don't remember. I have no clue what I was gonna say. Alright then. Today we're gonna talk about creator burnout. Sheepdog, you already talked about burnout. You talked about actor burnout. Yeah, I did. But today we're talking about creator burnout. These chips taste expired. But we're gonna be talking about creator burnout. Sorry, my beanie looks so stupid. My hair looks disgusting today. That's why I'm wearing it. Oh, I remember what I was gonna say. For my sake of not, like I just need music in the background all the time, even when I'm talking. I genuinely I need background music all the time. But today, because everything you look at is copyrighted. Sorry, I'm out of focus. Since everything that you listen to, I just realized I've been holding this chip for an extended period of time. I am listening to Lo-Fi for Dogs to pass the time while I talk to you. I'm not joking. Damn it. Please focus. I swear to God, it says Lo-Fi for Dogs. I'm trying to show you, but the stupid camera won't refocus. I don't know what's wrong with it. So, like I said, let's get to the point. We're gonna be talking about creator burnout. Now, what is that? I'm talking specifically about YouTubers, but like, it encompasses like the whole shebang. Alright, so YouTubers are people too. I see this a lot. I see this a lot happening to bigger creators. I say bigger creators as if like I'm somewhat of a substantial channel. I have 6 subscribers. I love all of you. I'm just saying. I only have 6 subscribers. I'm talking about people with like millions of subscribers. One that specifically comes to mind is Markiplier. I have been following Markiplier. Hi, Markiplier. He's not gonna watch this. He's never gonna see this. But like, hi, Mark. I've been watching Markiplier since, oh my god. Like, I can picture Mark in my head. I'll put up a picture of how I remember him. But I've been following Mark since basically the beginning. I think he only had a couple thousand subscribers when I started following him. I was very young. I've watched him ever since the very beginning, and I see this a lot with him, and the reason that I wanted to talk about this like now, that like where the inspiration came from like to actually film this, is the Five Nights at Freddy's security breach thing with Markiplier. Twitter just like blew up from what I saw. Twitter and YouTube, everybody was like play. Like everybody, I'm just gonna use him as an example. We're just gonna run with it. But everybody was like play this, play that, and like play part whatever, like come out now. And Mark had, I'm not saying he said this aggressively, because this is probably gonna sound like he said it aggressively, but I think Markiplier is one of like the least aggressive people in the world from what I've seen of him. Like, Mark just seems like a really fun, chill dude. But like, I would see this like, put this out, and like Mark actually responded on Twitter. I've noticed he was like, fine, I'll play, or like I'll play the damn game, or it came off very yeah, I guess like angry, miffed sounding, and a lot of people from what I understood, responded in a way where it was like, oh, like, it seems like Mark doesn't want to play. And, like, I can get how that would come through, but I think the thing is that even if you're not guilty of it yourself, you need to understand that a lot of members in a lot of fan-based communities for large figureheads is that they don't understand that they're people too. These people that they follow are people too, and maybe I'm not really. Maybe it's not like enough for me to talk about it because like I only have 6 subscribers, like I said. But this is just my viewpoint as a creator. I'm kind of talking from like if I was in their shoes to people who can't imagine what that would be like, and trying to translate that because it's like they don't have endless energy, and they're like just like any other human. They're not going to have the capacity to constantly do what they do. YouTube for a lot of these people is work. It's their job, and I can guarantee you, I hate to say it, but I can guarantee you, you know that phrase, work a job you love, you'll never work a day in your life? That's bullcrap. You can do something that you absolutely love, like, I mean, you just love it. Like, you spring out of bed 99% of your mornings and you're just ready to go to work. You just love your job. And you can still burn out on that when you do something over and over and over again, especially if like your brain identifies it as work. You're gonna get burnt out. You're gonna get tired. And I mean, I get burnt out and tired of doing voiceover and YouTube videos, and I only do it like maybe twice a week sometimes. And like, it's just like, yeah, it's work. I had a recording take me 2 or 3 hours to record once, like to record and edit and everything and then finish. Because I like to do everything in one go. But it took me like 2 or 3 hours. And I was exhausted. I'm an artist. I'm a digital artist. And I can spend, I do this with my art pieces as well. I'll start a piece and then I cannot walk away from it or it will never get finished. I have to do it all in one go. I guess I'm a psychopath or like, what is it, a masochist or a sadist or whatever. Like, I just torture myself when it comes to my art, but like, I have to see it through. I have to see it through all the way to the end from start to finish, like in one conceivable go. I hate that about myself, but whatever you do, if it counts as work to you, which most of these YouTubers it does, because it's probably their main source of income as well, you're gonna get bored. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna get worn out. You know, it happens. And a lot of people who either don't do this at all or have never been a creator, like somebody whose income or like their income or their living depends on what they can produce. If they've never been in this position, well then they're not going to understand. But like, you have to understand, like, people can't just cater to you at your beck and call because they're tired. Like, like, you might, Monday 6 p.m. you might come home and you're like, oh my god, my shift at the grocery store or my shift at wherever you work, it's like, it was so long, I'm so tired. And then you get on and watch this YouTuber to kick back and relax, right? Well, like, they need that too. Is filming for some things, it depends on what you're filming, obviously, but filming can take a lot out of you. Performing and like just performance in general takes a lot of energy. I've acted in plays that are only 1 hour, and I've always seen acting as my job because like it's what I've always wanted to do as an actual adult for work. So I always put acting in front of me like an assignment, like my job. Like, this is what I want to do. This is training for my job. And I've done plays that were only an hour and a half or like an hour or an hour and a half long, and I was ready to collapse. Like, performing is a really exhausting art and job. And these people, these YouTubers, they do it nearly every single day. Um, you know, you gotta, I'm not saying that, how do I put this? You can film on Monday and have a video out on Sunday, or you could film on Monday, put a video out on Tuesday, film on Wednesday, put a video out on Thursday. Like, do you see the pattern there? It depends on how much content you make and the quality of your content and how much time you put into that content. And a lot of these people have to outsource work, you know, like hire an editor, hire a thumbnail maker, because one, they don't have time for that, and two, they're too tired to do it, which is totally understandable, because even though I'm not a professional at any of this, I get tired. I film my video, I spend maybe like an hour or two editing, depending on how convoluted and usually silly I want my videos to be. But yeah, like it takes me at minimum usually an hour or two to edit like a 15-20 minute video, and we're at 15 minutes or so now. So yeah, like it's a lot of work, and then you gotta do thumbnail and upload it, and like, you know, and then half the time they're probably trying to respond to comments. Well, some of the really, really big YouTubers, I would imagine maybe not, because they have probably so much to do other than that. I talk a lot about gaming YouTubers because like I've always been into gaming and gaming YouTubers, so, and obviously the top three, like Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, and PewDiePie, the top three for me. I mean, PewDiePie is definitely number one, but I'm not sure where Mark and Sean rank, but I'm just using these YouTubers because I relate the most to these YouTubers, and I've watched the most of these YouTubers. YouTube gaming has just always been like my go-to content absorption. We'll go with that. That's why I'm specifically like picking on Markiplier because like the top gamers are the ones that I've spent probably 90% of my life of YouTube consumption on. But yeah, so I haven't even eaten a chip since I started talking. I had some chocolate when I got off of work. I picked up some chips and some candy, and as I was putting the candy into my mouth, I was like, I feel guilty for eating this chocolate, this sweet. And then I remembered I took like probably 12 to 15,000 steps today, which is like 11, 12 miles, 13 miles maybe. It's a lot to walk. I deserve it. Yeah, this is probably a little bit short of a rant because I can't really come up with any other points, but like I just wanted to, which is fine, because like I just wanted to make specifically that point, that the takeaway I want you to get from this is, if you don't create content, then you don't understand how tiring it is, right? Well, take it from me, it is. So I can't even imagine what these multi-million subscriber YouTubers go through. Gamers, vloggers, travel vloggers. Oh man, who else? Oh god, how-to videos must be awful. Like, how-to and unboxing videos must be awful to film. Like, the professional quality ones, like, because you gotta check your film quality, man, you gotta find products, you gotta talk about products you don't like. I can imagine, that's, like, exhausting. And then you gotta edit all that, like, oh my god. And you gotta put all the details in the description. Man, it's hard work, man, when you do it over and over and over again. If you don't create content, I would just ask you, as a fellow content creator who is small, who, because of that, can empathize with how much work big YouTubers either really had to put in to get there, which I'm sure, and have to put in. It's a lot of work, man, especially for content creators who aren't pulling in full-time income on YouTube. Like, you might have this person that you watch, and like you just want to watch them all the time, and they're doing a series, and you're like, I need part two, like a little baby. I need part two. Like, some of these people, they're still just normal everyday people who work in grocery stores, and maybe they drive for a living, maybe they work at a bank, like maybe they're a freaking janitor, dude. You don't know. If they don't disclose everything, yeah, you don't know everything about them. You have to assume that in one way or another, these people have a life outside of YouTube. And you know what? I would hope they would. Because if they didn't, then they're just a puppet. They're just they're acting on camera for you all the time. Like that's their purpose. That's sad. You know, like I want my favorite YouTubers to go take a hot bath, to enjoy a glass of wine, to spend time with their family members and their pets. I hope they're doing that, because that means that they're living a good, wholesome, fulfilling life. Their time not catering to me belongs to them. Their time catering to me belongs to them. They have the right to stop it at any time. So, and I'm glad for that. I'm glad that most of these people don't feel like they have to perform for the camera just for people to not be upset. Because that's their issue, not, like, that's the people's issue, not theirs. When they cut that camera off, they have every right to sit back, relax in the cozy chair they can afford from their YouTube income because they work so hard for it, and just forget about work. Like, if this famous YouTuber and his girlfriend or whatever, if she's like, babe, I need to spend time with you after your work because I miss you, and their relationship's falling apart because he's like, no, every comment is saying like I have to do it, and like it's for the fans, like, you know, like it's for subscribers, and that would tear a relationship apart. I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed if somebody couldn't get off of their work thing to come and, you know, if they're self-employed and control their hours. Yeah, I'd be kind of pissed if they never came and hung out with me if I was dating them. And it would make me really sad as a friend. I'd be like, well, you know, you can't take one night off to come, I don't know, bowling? You know? And if they're like, no, man, like, you know, it's just YouTube is more important and blah, blah, blah. Dude, let me tell you one thing. YouTube is not gonna be forever. We're moving into, like, the whole metaverse crap. Not that I support it, but we're moving into the whole metaverse thing. And, like, I mean, technology is just... like, I mean, just skyrocketing up in magnitude and the word escapes me. Just, like, complication. It's not the right word, but everything is getting so advanced. Like, you know, it's getting advanced, it's getting complicated, and things are going where we thought they would be in, like, where we thought we would be in 2000. Everybody makes this joke where it's like, you know, the year 2000, and then like it looks like the the Jetsons, but it turns out to be more like just now, right? Like the meme is that it's now. Well, like we're getting there. Everybody always jokes that like technology's not there yet. We're getting there. Sorry, I got super off track and had to cut the video and go back and figure out what I was talking about. To revert to the previous point, YouTube is not going to be around forever because technology is going very, very far and we never know what's going to come out next. Nobody thought TikTok was going to blow up the way it did, and it blew up. I believe it's the #1 app on the App Store. Like, I think it's #1 in downloads and like on the list. Yeah, see, I'm on just the apps tab, like nothing else on Apple, and TikTok is #2. You probably can't see it, but come on. There we go. Oh wow, I figured out how to refocus my camera. Okay, cool. So TikTok, #2. Well, see now, well, that looks better though. But nobody expected TikTok to blow up the way it did. You know, they were like, oh, it's just a stupid app. Sorry. It's just a stupid app for kids. And it's a stupid app for kids to do silly dances. Now it's like the #1 advertising platform. It's the #1 creator platform. Yeah, so YouTube is not going to be around forever. Even though I would like to make somewhat of my income, like a living on YouTube one day, I know it's not going to be around forever. And I need to save my money if I do make any, because you never know what new platform is going to come out. Like, you have to be ready for the change. And some of these people are going to leave YouTube. They're either going to go somewhere else, or, I mean, like, think about this. Some of these people, one day, they're going to be 60. And they're going to be tired. And they're going to be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Or I don't have the energy to do this anymore. Maybe not some of them. Maybe PewDiePie will go on to be like 90 years old still playing games. I don't know. But, you know, most likely, I would imagine maybe like, you know, 65, 70. All these people, they're gonna want to just enjoy their life. They're gonna feel like they did their part in their work and served their purpose. And they're gonna want to go home and just not have to worry about it anymore. And that's when the new generation comes up, and that's great. But these people aren't going to be around forever. And I really feel like if you are pestering them that much, and I'm not trying to say this to be mean, but like, if you're pestering someone that much to provide content for you, because obviously you're doing this because you need stimulation, you might want to go get a hobby. You might want to go, other than watching YouTube, like, and I'm not saying that to be mean, I'm saying this with love, you might want to go get a different hobby. That's pretty much all I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to say that in defense of some creators, because, like I said, and I'm not trying to come off as a know-it-all or, like, associate myself with the higher YouTubers. I'm not, I promise. It's just I see this issue, and I know the issue, and even on the most micro level compared to them, I'm familiar with this issue. Like, I know what it feels like. So I just wanted to kind of like put that information out there. I just want to talk on it, because a lot of people just don't realize that art and creation and video editing and acting and the entire encompassing creation, career around creation requires so much energy. It takes a lot of mental energy, physical energy, time, which will consume your energy. It takes a lot of that, and I just feel like some people don't realize that. So I wanted to say my piece on it. So if you guys stayed the whole way, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I am the Silent Sheepdog, and I will catch you guys in another video. Bye!